You weren't in a CC, but it feels like you should have still been able to do a walking bug.
Never? No.
So that's weird, but it's
I
definitely harder to
I
tell.
rarely opt out for walking bugs because I'm not good at them. So
Okay.
perhaps that's partially that.
I can see that. Yeah, so at this point, catnip is just kind of behind. That bug was unfortunate, though.
Yeah.
Do you know if you were like, do you remember if you were close enough to bug and he just left too early, or if you were just not close enough to bug?
I think he left.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Because even though you were, that could have been a really good bug because you had a person between you, but you were still
Yeah.
close enough to do the in-convo animation. But just the timing was a little bit too late.
And then another attempted bug, and it was just not good.
But I got managed to get away with it.
Yeah,
A bit
luckily the
fortunate.
scallions was in somewhere else.
Stream died, but did
No,
not
it.
exactly
I
die.
checked it. It's fine. I think they're
Okay.
trolling me. I'm not sure.
Well, I think
And
I'm
yeah,
not.
this is the bold swap. I I don't know. This is like the anti Yomi. Like you wouldn't swap right in front of me, would you?
I
Yeah,
think I was just desperate and going nuts because like barely had any time left, so I thought, well, just in case I might get, one more loot before I get shot. I think
yeah,
that was my mentality there.
yeah, definitely got missions done, which was the big thing with solo time left.
Yeah, and if you could see, I was like walking around. I think I myself was lost. Like, okay, what do I do next to get a point?
Right. I
Because
think a good thing.
I tried to pro him there, but I didn't get the command, I think. And even when he was offering me, I couldn't find the command. And I
Ah,
think I went
Oh,
for all of them, which was so weird.
I think the problem there might have been you were too close to the edge of the map, so Toby didn't have space to stand behind you.
I think that's true.
But I think he did stand behind me there, no?
No, he offered to Red Dress and then he went and offered to White Danger.
Ah, okay, I thought he was offering to me then.
Yeah, your position in the CC circle there is really awkward. Like you just barely squeeze in. It's kind of on the outside. So
There's
that
spots like on pen up like that too, where you are too close to the edge of the map for you to be able to be offered to.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because those would be like the best spots to purloin in.
all right. So that game really just didn't go your way. Like just a lot of unfortunate like paths with the bugs, attempted
And
bugs and stuff. So it really just didn't go your way.
yeah, and I think while I was playing, I was like, the heck am I doing? This is not like how you're supposed to play. I'm just felt doing random things.
It's tough if you haven't played a lot of missions equals points. It takes a while for you to get used to it because eventually the steady state of missions equals points, in my opinion, is you just play a normal game and then you just let it. You try not to let it affect your spy, except you are way more bold at the end of the match.
Yeah.
But you try not to let it affect your spy play too much, and then you adjust your sniper play. I think the big onus is on the sniper to play differently.
Perhaps I did practice quite a few games like during the week, and I did feel trying to be less aggressive and less risky with sniper, but I think with spy I also try to be a bit more aggressive because I thought, even if I do get shot for it, like it's a point that otherwise I would probably not have been able to get in.
I mean, I feel like the main idea with missions equals points is that you get enough points to make it difficult for the spy to like not sweep you, and then you try to rush a bunch of missions at the end where you just try to make it as difficult as you can after that at that point. In my opinion, I don't know. I haven't played this enough, if you have any input about strategies, Slappy, please go ahead. But
The thing I like about Mission Equals Points is that it is flexible to a lot of strategies. There's not really because even if you play it really slowly and don't get a lot of points in, you increase your chance that there's a wrong shot, and then you get to play you force them to play a no nate, and then you get a really nice sniper game. So I guess the only thing that I would say is like the good a consistent strategy on that Mission Equals Points is you should value time adds higher in the middle of the game. Never to start the game, because then you might get shot right at the start and you are screwed. But middle game time adds are a lot more valuable mission skills points than people give it credit for, because that's right at the apex of the game where the sniper is the most stressed.
all right, are you guys ready with the next replay?
Sure am.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Scallions, by the way, has definitely played this map, so I'm curious to see how he's going to play. He hasn't. He kind of disappeared for a while from the community, and then came back for SCL and now this tournament. So I am curious to see how he's going to play this.
From what I understood, it seemed that Scallions did not fully grasp the idea of mission sequence points to me, because like after the first map, from what he said, I assumed he thought that if you get shot, you don't get the point. That.
Yeah, no. Yep, you get, if you get shot, you have as many missions as you completed beforehand.
So as long as it's completed and took off, you get. So I got that kind of idea from it.
And I think this is the okay, we'll just see. I'll see if I can point it out.
Yes, that's.
There's a play that happens here that is a little bit suspicious.
Worth mentioning.
Gets the fingerprint out of the way, which is something I respect, because on this map, it's one of the most time-intensive to try to track. But then again, if you try to do it early and the sniper knows that, maybe they'll catch you.
Yeah, one of those fingerprints was on the hook with the cheese transfer. So catnip didn't even have the opportunity to see the fingerprint or the transfer for that particular. But she was on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I definitely need to work on tracking Miranda, because it's quite tricky to get both sides.
It's definitely difficult to decide where to spend your time on this map.
Yeah, because that's one of the reasons I love the map, is that sniper laser placement actually matters. Unlike Panopticon, where laser placement matters a little bit, but you can fake really easily. Where you actually have to commit some resources to faking on this map and trying to bait.
Yeah,
You can flick the laser back over.
Also, that bug was invisible.
Be everywhere at once, but you can be anywhere you want
And
in an instant.
yeah, right there, that was the green seduce to 100% it. So that is just a loss of the map.
That's, yeah.
So that was really unfortunate too, because he didn't need it to hit that green either. He did. I think. What did he have? I'll check later. But.
68 before that.
Oh, percentage wise, yeah. Yep, yeah, he was fine.
So it's unfortunate that he had to lose this map, especially since he was already ahead. But that's the way things go.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's really hard not to do that. So I believe that means catnip takes forever.
Yeah, Catnip will take this round, and Scallions will pick if he wants to spy or snipe next.
Yeah, I noticed the green seduce while I was going through the mission log, or how you call it. And actually I was checking with the greens, just in case he forgot that he would remember for the next match. So I'm like, green has seduce, win. Well, I wasn't sure of that.
And then
Got a wrong shot there.
I assume you shot for briefcase there. towards the end.
Yeah, and she did a weird pathing or like standing position that seemed diagonally to the pad. So I hadn't highlighted her for it, but I had her in mind.
She just paused for a second and then shot.
Yeah.
All right.
And here we spent quite a bit of time discussing that for about like good 20 minutes, I think.
Okay, and now we have, so Catnip is up 1-0 at this point. Scallions gets to pick if he wants to Spire Snipe first, and it's on Panopticon.
Alright, I've got to bow out, but thank you guys so much for doing the casting. I am so glad that you guys have been hopping on and doing consistent people's casting.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your input, especially with this M=P stuff. I am a beginner, and it's awesome to have expert experience from guys like you.
Awesome, and thank you, yeah. And good luck if you guys have any more wild cards this week. I know that Teetery completed his and Catnip. Oh yeah, Teetery, thank you for winning me money, I bet on you.
No problem.
And I do not regret the bet on you, Catnip. I think those were fantastic odds, and you came pretty close to getting me lots of money.
Same here.
But yeah, thank you.
Alright, yep.
User
Bye-bye.
disconnected from your channel.
All right, you guys ready with the next set?
Yep.
Yep.
Voice crack. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you did not see go. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I assumed go, but my bad.
What time are you?
I'm at 3 what? 350?
45.
Alright, just pause it. Okay. 45, Catnip is purple dress, and 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, there we go. And you got the quick inspects.
And the end of red.
Except the early BB.
Yeah, it was a really early BB, but
I mean, on missions equals points, it's kind of nice because that's a whole other mission. Sure, you might give away some lowlights, but you don't always have the opportunity to double agent. So when you do, just taking that and being done with it is good.
Yeah,
That was a solid.
that was a good bug.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a solid bug. The angle and kind of behind the pillar, which is really good.
for the BB, I actually thought that, you know, his laser was on completely the other side, so I can just stop talking and, like, go away from the suspicious CC fast enough. Not be suspected for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he did that last part, but his laser was definitely on the other side for a lot of that BB. In fact, he was looking at a conversation that also had the SDA and had even more people.
So you're just idling here? I really like this position you're in. I think if you complete Seduce, then you can inspect swap, and you have at least have 5 and possibly more if you microfilm here. And you have 2 minutes left. I like your spot you're in right now.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too bad either. Nothing.
And he did miss.
Sure.
Yeah, Scallions did miss the head turn. I don't think he was looking at you, but it was in your general direction.
No, just idling at windows.
So you go back to statues.
Yeah, finishing inspects here and inspect swap is a little less valuable. I mean, well, it's not going to be inspect swap at this point, unless you swap here.
I think I thought about swapping, but I saw his laser was quite on me, so I chickened out of it and just went for a Seduce there.
I mean, I like your decision. I feel like since you've already kind of committed to seducing and microfilming, that you should at least complete those before you go for something like swap, where you risk death. Because you've already like half committed to both, so you might as well finish.
Yeah, that was not enough for a 3 flip.
64% is enough for a 3 flip.
No, because I have 36 left. Yeah, this is if I get green, which I'm not good at.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. We were wondering, in fact, it's funny, we were wondering why you didn't. Maybe this is spoilers, actually. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
So you went to statues instead of this ST. And I don't know why, but I mean, you got the swap.
See, this is what we were wondering about, but you are actually correct that that would not have been the finished flirt unless you got a green.
Yeah, unless you hit a green.
Yeah, I went for a faster point, and here I was kicking myself. I mean, I should have just whited it. And like my instinct is just, like usually you try to go for green, and I managed to hit green, and I lost a point.
Yeah, I mean, force of habit.
Yeah.
So you only get 5 there, which is unfortunate. 64%. I mean, I don't know, it's tough. Because you can call Toby over while you're seducing too, so it's kind of like, maybe I hit a green on seduce, and then I white test purloin and I white test swap. But I mean, it's a risk either way, because if he catches purloin, you're dead, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
now that I look at it, I think my best choice would have been go for seduce, then go there for that swap, come back to the CC and call the Toby for, like, finishing the seduce and call Toby for purloin.
Probably. I don't know if you had time for that either. When did you get over here? So you had like 30 seconds when you were starting to come over here.
Alright.
So, and the statues aren't too far away, so the cooldown timer is not going to go down as fast. I mean, it'll still go down quicker than normal, but it's not going to go down that fast. But, I mean, you got to make a choice, and you picked swap, which isn't bad. I mean, you complete a mission, get 5 points, almost 6.
I think I went for swap simply because it was a quicker point than, try to seduce and counting on green. Open for it.
Alright, so next map, Scallions has to get 5 to tie, 6 if he wants to win this map. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, Scallions has Blue Danger right next to the ambassador. Could have potentially gotten sort of walking in the same direction though, but it could have been risky. It's not predictable what the end would have done there, so.
And also after the game, I thought, there were 2 or 3 people telling me that, we were playing scallions, so look out for orange dress. And I was saying both to myself and to them that, I'm gonna highlight her like by default. And then after the game, I'm like, where the hell did that plan go?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think he only played orange dress in one of his games, maybe 2?
Yeah, I think it was one.
And, oh yeah, that was just really weird timing on your part. You just weren't looking at the AMBA when you bugged. You were just looking at the other side of the map, so.
To be fair, I feel like it was a solid bug, even if the sniper was looking directly at them.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be easy to see by any means. And he needs 2 flirts if he whites it. If he greens it, he's done. Actually, he can't green, can he? So he has to 2 flirt it. He has to 2 flirt it here. And he idles here for a long time. Probably trying to get rid of heat. Possibly because he might have thought you had seen the bug, I'm not sure.
And yet he's not even a pilot at this point.
I mean, he hasn't really done anything too suspicious. You didn't see the bug, so. And then you purloined and you see the tray, but you weren't looking at it. And then you see yellow take a drink, and then you start highlighting / low lighting and stuff, so.
Yeah, I think. Or perhaps I even saw it later, now I don't remember exactly actually. Oh no, I probably have seen it.
Yeah, the purloin would have been valuable to catch just because of the amateur wild card, so you could have known who was a spy right then and there. But it's tough to watch everything on panel.
Yeah, and I think in general, usually like if I notice Purloin, I notice that it's gone, but rather rarely I notice who exactly took it, especially on big maps.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to decide where to spend your cognitive load, and purloin is definitely the kind of mission, kind of like swap, that you can just, if you know that it has happened, and you can get enough information from the fact that it's happened, know a specific enough time about when it's happened to get some solid lowlights.
But I think tracking sort of tracking the Purloin like that is a bit more difficult, at least for me, because usually I highlight for visiting statues, so if a swap happens, I can get a bunch of lowlights.
And
But if I don't know when the Purloin happens, I might be completely off and people can be scattered.
I don't know if you saw, but he did talk and then immediately leave, so I'm not sure if you were paying attention to that, but he does get the inspect swap and just scrapes it out.
Yeah, that talk and leave was definitely, I'm running out of time and I just want to be bold and get as many
Yeah, I
missions
don't
done as
think I
possible.
noticed it,
kind of
and
thing.
now I noticed the swap and
Yeah,
kind of wanted to shoot him, but then on the other hand, it was like 2 or 3 seconds left, so there wasn't really a point.
yeah, you kind of had, like, you just weren't looking at the right places at the right times.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
pan up requires a lot of, like, widespread attention, and he microfilmed with just without you looking at him. White tested, I mean, he asked to white test, so you just didn't see him at the time, and then Bug, you just weren't there. Purloin, you were, like, kind of were paying attention, but not really, so it's kind of hard.
I think it's kind of lack of experience because I don't have like a really good grasp of what exactly should I be looking for at what times. I mean, I have general strategies of like when I want to watch Amba more closely and all that, but just lots of mistimings here.
So you might have, so just looking at this, he white tested at 68% and at close range and got it. So you might have been able to do it on the previous one. I was just reminiscing back to when you could have done that.
Flirt?
Yeah, you could have done it because he just did
He
it.
had 64%.
64. Okay, then I don't know. I thought it was 68.
So
I
max
mean,
you can get
if I
rid of
go
white
like
flirt.
next to seduce target and I get a green, then definitely. But that's the thing. I'm usually not good at getting greens. So I thought going for a swap was definitely much less risky point.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, and the white flirt would have gotten her to like 98% or something heartbreaking.
Yeah, and
like
that's really annoying. Okay. Are you guys ready with the next map? It's gallery.
Gallery.
All right. 3. Oh, you guys got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Orange dress. This is the one orange dress. And he goes for the really quick purloin, but you weren't paying attention to it. And I think maybe you noticed it close to around here, but it might have been really late.
Yeah, I think perhaps not now. I think at that point I was looking at statues or something on the side. Oh, I think I noticed it now, and then I started lighting people for the outside system.
And then you do low light scallions. It was just really delayed for the purloin, so you kind of just were in an unfortunate spot because you didn't realize when it had gone. So that's a hard spot to be in.
I think I didn't notice people I didn't notice scallions coming from inside to the outside. I thought the outside CC hasn't changed its default. That's why.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing where if you notice a pro line, low lighting all the people in the outside CC is definitely a solid strategy. It's just you noticed it a little bit too late, maybe.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking, did anyone go outside, but I didn't see a lot of traffic, and I just thought that, that combination did not change. Yes.
Yeah, that's not something that's easy to notice because normally that sort of information isn't too important, and then all of a sudden, with something like a pro line, it becomes important. You don't think about it before then.
I guess especially because I played mostly zoomed in, and the doorway is a bit less noticeable.
Yeah, when you zoom in, you sacrifice what you focus on, either the back hall or the patio. So that's the danger of zooming in on this map. It's not that punishing, I don't feel like, compared to other forced zoom-ins, but it does limit your field of view.
Yeah.
And then he
There's
does
so much going on.
time at here, and then you catch it, and you highlight him, and then you think about shooting him, and you're not sure.
I was a bit confused for a few seconds, but like it was 144, so it had to be a time match. It was.
And then BB comes off,
She's talking, so I wanted
and
to.
then miss. So did you aim?
I don't.
So you did aim for orange dress, correct?
Yes.
Because they were both talking, so I didn't know. We assumed you had missed, because it looked like you were trying to hit orange dress.
Yeah, and like I said, I hear the beep for the time. I look at the clock; it's 1:44. It's like, okay, that's that's not a 1-minute clock, so there must have been a red time at. And I highlight the orange dress back up, and then I was sort of thinking, well, if it was white, so it's like 1 minute. No, basically, I kind of concluded it was her, but I wasn't exactly sure. Perhaps I wasn't sure if there was someone else like 2 seconds before her there, because it seemed like it was.
I mean, you're not looking directly at her when the timeout goes off, so you're not 100% if someone else is at the window at that point. So I guess it is worth taking into account that it could have been possibly someone else that just ran away really quick. But you miss,
but I
and that's a
kinda,
very
like,
unfortunate
I'm
shot to miss, because changes from unknown.
90% sure that it was her, and then she's talking during me beat, and I shoot someone else. And I'm like, for F's sake, it's orange dress.
And then it's like pretty much changed from a known 8 to an any 2 of 8. It just changed real
my
quick.
mentality just goes down like, like a finger snap.
Yep.
I'm
Alright.
just like, I don't know, panicked or whatever. Yeah.
You guys got the next replay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, it's gallery again, right?
It's still gallery, yep.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Catnip as Trump.
Oh, that's Trump.
I just started noticing that recently with the blue suit and the yellowish hair.
Like, I'm not familiar with old art characters' nicknames, just some of them. So I guess this one is Londo.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm not super familiar with him either, but I think this guy is old art name is Blonde.
I don't know if Bondo was the guy with the bow tie. I'm not sure. But so you got the really quick microfilm. Well, I mean, half risky, but you got it. And then in the add time, and we noticed this game, Scallions didn't really watch that at all. I think you got maybe 3 add times this whole game. Even though you didn't win the couple, you still added time successfully.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if I had the contract, I was like, no, I was just adding for the sake of the game.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got to do known aim and gallery, adding time is certainly one of the few ways that you might might have some chance to win.
Yeah, and I had to risk the usually quite obvious timeout on gallery because, you know, I took a missed shot, so now it's either I do everything or I force a wrong shot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when he knows you have to do everything, it's going to be difficult to force a wrong shot.
You have to do a lot, and you have to have someone do a lot to force a wrong shot. And I mean, he just can just watch statues, right, until they're swapped before he really has to take a shot, or until Purloin's gone. But well, Purloin is gone now, but he really just has you for inspect 3 statues. He doesn't really have you for purloining, so I don't think you're on the top of his list yet.
Yeah, and, you know, once again, insight is a beautiful thing. Now I think that why the hell did I go to statues that early? That's most likely a highlight, which I do not want.
I mean, that's just the way some people play. Scallions kind of follows that Kaylee strategy. And I really like your timing here with the microfilm, because you do it at the beginning and then you wait a very long time before you commit to it. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's something I learned from like the normal game because the mouse scolded me a lot for supposedly going right from bookshelf to bookshelf.
And I guess he saw the head turn, but he wasn't looking at you, so you get away with it. I mean, that's the thing with microfilm. If they're looking at you, you're dead. So. And that path was pretty weird, but I'm not sure he noticed that.
I think I wanted to go for statues again, but I sort of missed that, like, didn't get on it exactly, so I just went around, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good recovery, I think. Like, being able to predict you weren't going to hit the pad and just turning straight around instead. It's a
Or
lot
like
less
hitting
visible
the
than
pad
like
would
stopping.
like hitting the pad would have looked very obvious. So now I go outside because my PK is inside and I wanna fake BB to possibly frame someone on the inside CC. Force a wrong
And the end
shot.
of red.
And you do cough.
Red test.
He sees the cough, but doesn't see you. Isn't looking at you. And he knows statues haven't been swapped. And if he's been keeping track of stuff, he knows it hasn't been done, so.
And at this point, I'm like, nope, I'm definitely lost. I've definitely lost.
I mean, that's really your best hope to force a wrong shot in that situation. You're not in a good spot doing no-nate on gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the real time you lost was as sniper on gallery. There was not much you could do to bring it back as spy there.
And possibly like the first third of this game, I'm still super shattered by the orange dress miss shot. It's like even after the whole game, I was, you know, cursing myself for it, and it kind of broke me, to be honest.
Those things get you on tilt, especially if it's like a tournament game where things are on the line. I mean, if it's just a casual game, I can just be like, it happens. But when it's a little more important, people start to get a little bit more upset. But
Yeah, especially because I think got only 2 missions there. I looked, so it was the BB and the Purloin. That was it. So I would have needed just 3 missions. Just, ugh.
all right, you guys ready for the next map? It is ballroom.
Ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, at this point, Scallions is up 2-1.
I think he might have been trying to bug there, but got blocked. So I think he might just abandon it. No, he was spy controlled.
Oh, and I thought I saw a sick twitch before going for center statue. Like he's already on the top of my blacklist.
The center statues is hard to guard, especially if there's a lot of people at it at the beginning of the game.
So scallions goes for his first at least here. Taking a while to start doing any missions, which is interesting. He also has left AI control on for longer than normal.
I mean, at this.
When I go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying at this point, he knows you've shot every time. You shot a civilian each time you're the spy, so he might just be trying to slow play this, trying to get you to make a poor shot again.
And usually that